Hi. Here in this video, let's know about The Famished Road by Ben Okri, published in 1991. The book exploits the belief in the coexistence of the spiritual and material worlds. That is a defining aspect of a traditional African life. Let's know the summary and the detailed analysis of the novel.
The Famished Road. The Famished Road is a novel by Nigerian author Ben Okri. The first book in a trilogy that continues with Songs of Enchantment, 1993. And Infinite Riches, 1998. Published in London in 1991 by Jonathan Cape. The story of the Famished Road follows Azaro, an abiku or spirit child, living in an unnamed African, most likely Nigerian, city. The novel employs a unique narrative style incorporating the spirit world with the real world in what some have classified as Animist Realism. Others have labeled it African traditional religion realism, while still others choose simply to call the novel fantasy literature. The book exploits the belief in the coexistence of the spiritual and material worlds that is a defining aspect of traditional African life. The Famished Road was awarded the Man Booker Prize for Fiction for 1991. Plot synopsis. Azaro is an abiku, or spirit child, from the ghetto of an unknown city in Africa. He is constantly harassed by his sibling spirits from another world who want him to leave this mortal life and return to the world of spirits, sending many emissaries to bring him back. Azaro has stubbornly refused to leave this life owing to his love for his mother and father. He is the witness of many happenings in the mortal realm. His father works as a laborer while his mother sells items as a hawker. Madame Koto, the owner of a local bar, asks Azaro to visit her establishment, convinced that he will bring good luck and customers to her bar. Meanwhile, his father prepares to be a boxer after convincing himself and his family that he has a talent to be a pugilist. Two opposing political parties try to bribe or coerce the residents to vote for them. Characters. Azaro is the story's narrator. He is an abiku, or a spirit child who has never lost ties with the spirit world. He is named after Lazarus of the New Testament. The story follows him as he tries to live his life, always aware of the spirits trying to bring him back. Azaro's father is an idealistic load carrier who wants the best for his family and the community. He suffers greatly for this, eventually becoming a boxer and later a politician. Azaro's father loves him deeply, but is often bitter at having an abiku and occasionally goes on angry violent tirades. Azaro's mother works very hard selling anything she can get her hands on for the family. She cares for her family deeply and constantly gives up food and security for her family and their ideals. She is proud that Azaro is her son and goes to great lengths to protect him. Madame Koto is proprietress of a local bar. She has a liking for Azaro, though at times is convinced he brings bad luck. She starts out as a well-meaning woman, trying to get along with everyone else. However, as the story progresses, she becomes richer, siding with the political party of the rich, and is often accused of witchcraft. She tries to help Azaro and his family on numerous occasions but seems to try to take Azaro's blood to remain youthful. Jeremiah, the photographer, is a young artist who brings the village to the rest of the world and the rest of the world to the village. He manages to get some of his photographs published, but practices his craft at great personal risk. The landlord supports the party of the rich and is angry with Azaro's family for causing troubles to him and his compound. Plot summary. Azaro is a spirit child, also known as an abiku, who lives in a rural African hamlet. Throughout his life, he has seen glimpses of ghosts that have beckoned him into their world. But he has always refused since he loves his family and wants to remain with them. While still very young, he was abducted by spirits and awoke in his own coffin, much to the dismay of his parents, who believed he was dead since his spirit had left his body in order to chase the other spirits. His parents were unable to afford the pricey ceremony that would have freed him from this curse. But he gradually gains more control over it. The passage of time sees him interacting with the ghosts, and he even manages to save his family from a house fire at one point in the story. Azaro's family lives in a ghetto as a result of their financial circumstances. His father is a slightly unrealistic individual who spends exorbitant amounts of money on pointless parties, hobbies, and the occasional night out on the town. He loves his son, but he gets drunk and hits him every now and again since the youngster is constantly getting into problems for chasing spirits about and disturbing others. As a matter of fact, the landlord charges his family a higher rent than any of his other tenants since he believes they are troublemakers. Azaro spends a lot of his time in Madame Koto's bar, where he meets many people. Eventually, she aligns herself completely with the political party of the wealthy, and she is recognized as an industrious woman who constantly upgrades her establishment in order to appeal to more and more wealthy clients. Everyone in the community despises these guys, who once sent a van into the village to distribute food, only to discover that the food had been tainted and had poisoned everyone in the process. A man named Jeremiah takes photographs of the van that has been placed up as a memorial by the townspeople, putting his life in danger. When the wealthy become aware of the photograph, they force Jeremiah to flee into hiding. For a period of time, he lives with Azaro's family. Azaro's father decides to pursue a career as a professional boxer one day. He had always been prone to violence, but he had come to realize that he simply liked fighting. He exercises incessantly, while his family is sinking farther and deeper into debt. While assisting his father, Azaro has numerous meetings with spirits that are engaged in a battle with his father. He manages to scare them all away, but not before his father suffers some nasty injuries as a result. He is referred to as the Black Tiger in the surrounding community. He defeats the legendary Green Leopard in an epic battle, but he is left in a coma for several days as a result of the battle. A final fight in front of the entire village, including the affluent inhabitants, is scheduled, but the opponent cheats on the fight and wins. After placing a bet on his father's victory, Azaro's family discovers a man in the crowd who is interfering with his father's victory over and over. After the distraction has been eliminated, Black Tiger battles fiercely and ultimately defeats his adversary. With the mask of the man in the white suit ripped off, the man's ghostly, inhuman countenance is revealed, terrifying the entire audience. Azaro's father continues to battle bad spirits in his dreams for the next 3 days following that. When he awakens, the house is filled with a fresh sense of calm. Azaro believes that the ghosts have finally been put to rest. End of the summary. Thank you.